you guys are connected. But it won't let me start the stream if you're not. So if it lets me start the stream, you are connected. It's just not telling me yet.
We're here, but we're not here.
Yeah, exactly. It let me start the stream. So even though it's not telling me you're connected, you were connected because it wouldn't have let me do that otherwise. It's a really stupid system YouTube uses at times. I am very sorry for the delay, everybody. Good evening. Some reason, connecting to the usual YouTube server was just not having any of it. So instead, we had to do a little workaround, and here we are. Here we are with none other than, well, almost all the boys. We're missing one.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Have you already started?
No.
I'm sorry, Tex, but that is exactly what it looks like.
I am prototyping.
Are you prototyping?
I'm doodling.
Are you prototyping a boat?
Dribbling.
Yes.
Or maybe one of the, what you need is a fan on the back of it.
I think it's fine. Hello. Good evening.
Big fan on the back. And then you just avoid the crocs. Because we should have crocs around here, don't we? This is the right place for crocs.
Sure. If it's anywhere close to Cape Canaveral.
Canaveral, sorry, right?
Cape. Even say Cape Canaveral, right? Oh. Off to a great start. Great start.
Oh, poor Texper. Let's go well. Right, good evening, everybody. Who we talk about plans for tonight?
Hello.
Yeah, hopefully everything's coming through nice and clean and clear now. Now the small issues have been worked around. Let me know if there are any issues at all, of course, or if the volume's out or anything like that. And tonight, well, you probably guessed from the title, we're going to the other one. Not the one we've been to, but the other one. Can we even see it?
Is that it over there to the left of the runway?
I think that's the moon, but that might be. I don't know.
Well, there's a...
Oh, no, you're right. No, that is it.
Okay.
The moon's that direction as well.
Oh.
It's just over the horizon.
I
I
thought
thought the moon was to the right of the runway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's to the right.
When we take off, we head over to the right.
Kind of looking at them both right now.
Oh, okay.
Or did you move the
Definitely-
moon?
No, I didn't move the moon.
Oh.
I didn't want to delete the moon because anything on it would go.
Oh, yeah,
That's
true.
our records.
yeah.
Crocs in the frozen lake, yeah, I suppose. It's alright, Capac can supply some frozen lake capable crocs, no worries. So, yes, today we are going to probably use a lot of the initial rocket to try and land ourselves a little rover on Duna. And also, as a secondary project, because I think we'll need this for the ISS style thing, start working on a space shuttle.
And I'm working on a prototype vehicle for it that we can then upsize.
Now,
Well, we've already had a... Are you, like, making an electric Nana? Literally? Or...
I think it's one of those swamp boats.
Does have about the right structure for it.
That's what I'm saying. Get rid of the cockpit, put a couple of seats in the same spot.
Let's see if stream can guess.
How do I pull the handle?
It's a big handle.
Pulled the handle, nothing happened.
Fuel critical.
I mean, nothing happened.
Well, it's a bit big to pull. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it goes.
And wow, apparently that took a while. Also, when you use the plunger, isn't the explosion supposed to be somewhere else?
Yeah, cheap, shoddy workmanship.
Holy shit! Lady T! Fucking hell. What's that all about then? Just with a smiley face as a message. What the balls? Thank you very much for the immediate distraction. I've been live for a whole 4 minutes and already heading in the direction of brokenness. Jesus. Thank you, Lady T. That's incredibly kind of you. I don't know what to say, really. What are you supposed to say to that? Other than thank you, like, repeatedly. Damn it.
To the right of the VOB.
I know what Tex is doing. It's a magic carpet.
Ah. No, that was the one with the small boosters on it.
Oh. Might have a blueprint? I don't know.
I might.
I've got a blueprint of the final one, if you need it.
Oh, yep. There he goes.
Okay. So my role in things, unsurprisingly, is to do the bit with the wheels and the rotors. Do you think we can get to the point where we use hinged doors on the spaceplane? No, it's not a spaceplane, Space Shuttle, sorry.
Could do. Oh. Yeah, might be.
Yeah, we. Actually, you could kind of simulate it with the. Can we? No, I could.
Yeah,
we'll
indeed,
turn it
Hayden.
in place.
Like
and draw
crazy-
corners. I was gonna say
crazy
use the
kind.
bearings as the door. So it's kind of like a there but not there door to make it more accessible.
What were those hinge blocks you were using called spacebar?
The plane wheel motor 1-to-1.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't name them.
What's the 1 to 2 then?
I don't like the 1-to-2.
That doesn't answer the question.
It's 2 blocks instead of 1 block.
Oh. Well, that does make some sense. I suppose. I guess he had a plan for those that were specifically related to his wheels. These can only do a 180-degree turn. That's not enough. Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
And the other problem is trying to figure out how to make a curved door for it.
Ah. Text
That's
fire.
Yeah.
Thought we discussed this.
Guess what?
The prototype.
Yeah.
Weird
it's a
how this
prototype.
plane's got wheels.
It's gonna land.
No, you have to start off with like a basic vehicle first, and then you convert it into like a flying operation.
Does this mean that I can call you Rodney for the rest of it?
It depends on how slow I am building it.
Okay, how on earth am I going to build a buggy that folds up? By making one foldy bit and then building the rest afterwards. I know the shuttle had wheels, Bigman. That was my realization of the positioning of his wheels, where they were, and the shape of. Yeah, I think it was these that gave it away more than anything else.
Thank you, Mulder.
It looks
I
like,
don't-
yeah, we
I don't know
really
what you're
did.
talking about.
Apparently, yes, we did that.
How wide of a?
I yeah, you might be right. It might be related to that.
So how wide of a shuttle are we thinking? Might try to work on some doors.
I don't know until the rover is done, because the rover is going to kind of dictate. Oh, the suspension block's so massive.
Now it's got to be sizable enough to at least be able to fit something on it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hayden.
What if we use some of those small
Hell
plane,
no.
like Tex is using on the front of his?
I don't trust him. We could, but I actually want the rover to drive at the end of it. Those wheels are awful.
True.
They really are.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I've totally sabotaged myself just by using those wheels, just because they're the right ones.
Yeah, you sabotage
I mean,
yourself because you're a right plonker.
Just talking about
Well, what about
it's a
the?
perfectly good rover.
When you're done, I will go
Vehicle.
and get the correct logo for the side and stick it on the LCD panel.
Okay. I'm actually rather pleased with how close it's actually looking.
Well, I may just start with a prototype door then. Let's see.
So I'm kind of thinking, while normally you wouldn't use 1x1 wheels because they're awful, if you angle them a bit, maybe we can get away with something cool. I need to experiment a little with this to see how best I can get the thing to fold up, but... what'll that be? 180, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so you do the wheels like that, so you gain yourself the extra clearance, ground clearance wise, without clipping into the side of those things, maybe.
Fuel critical.
Nobly Bolt? FB Troll. Fucking hell, man. Joining Trineval on the Break the Wasted challenge, apparently. Jesus Christ. The A stands for Australian. Australian docs.
Oh, how I hate what they
Which
did to the
while-
paint system.
while
You have to
not
click OK to
Flourishing
confirm
quite like the
your
US
color
buck.
now.
Still worth a good amount, so that's no small donation. That is a serious one. Thank you, Mr. Troll. It always feels very weird saying thank you to someone who's called FB Troll, just so you know. Like, you gotta break the... No, Moldark, no. You've got to break the understanding that someone with troll in the name is there to troll you, and therefore you keep freaking me out with that. Fucking hell. Well, thank you, Mr. Troll. Now we're going to move on to Moldark, the lovely bastard. You definitely don't need to do that. I've still got my wrench behind me. You've been kind enough already, Mr. Moldark. Stop it. Shit, guys. Come on. Thank you very, very much. I don't know what to do. It's too much. It's too much, you generous fucks. I have nothing. I don't know how to respond. Even after this long as well, because it's not like it's the first time you've done it, and I still haven't learned. Australian dollars like US dollars, but upside down, big ol'. Come on. Bulldog, Troll. And slightly further back, Lady T. Bless you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, nice, Doc Rain. Congrats.
This is going to be one big SRB tank to potentially for this, depending on how big we actually get it. Not SRB, main tank. What am I saying?
Ah, come on.
Hmm.
Brain melting live.
Oh man, what are my settings?
I don't know. What are your
Speed
settings?
running, chugging for anybody else?
I've had a little tugs here and there, but nothing too bad.
Not really, no, man.
0.67
Ooh.
on my end.
Yeah.
Okay,
What are we
yeah.
down to 0.67 for?
Okay, just so it's not just me. That's all I really cared about.
I hadn't really picked up on it, but yeah, I'd be intrigued to know what has dropped us down. I might just need to do a general world cleanup, to be honest. There's lots of stuff around, so.
Hmm.
Now, that could potentially work. The question is whether I now make it another level of complexity more hard or not. He said things here and there. He's not muted, he's just in full brain mode.
Say what? You talking to me?
I think everyone.
Yeah, kinda. Okay, let me go and find out what it is that's causing all of our sim speed issues firstly.
Because man, it's as soon as I called attention to it, it was like, you know, don't look directly at it because you'll just encourage it.
It's not that bad, but I can probably help deal with some of these upside down crashed wrecks we've got lying about the place, for example.
Well, every single stage that we've dropped back to the plant's presumably still out there, so I'm sure that's not helping.
Distance from players. Move. It's a fairing and engine off in space. Something called spacebar rocket still going. Something called beep 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 at 39,000 kilometers away.
Oh yeah, that'd be the part of the explodable me. I managed to launch a deep space probe.
Yeah, well, it didn't really achieve deep space, but that's something. There is an entire rocket of here.
Yeah, that's probably the explodable me. It's actually in orbit.
It doesn't look like it's still got its solid rocket boosters on it.
Yeah, that's why it's not technically an official result.
It's also going 0 meters a second.
That might not be the explodable me then. Let's see, you were...
Oh, I also might have left one of those up here. Oops.
One of those. Do I want to know what one of those is?
Deployable orbital satellite.
Oh, what are those?
That is doing 7.271658 e to the minus 0.05 meters a second.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's pretty fast.
Now, what was weird about that one, I heard the sim speed get better there, in that I heard the coil whine from my GPU go away when I deleted that one.
Kind of trying to figure out dimensions over here. I'm thinking something that's going to be big enough to fit. The shuttle needs to be big enough to fit, say, 8 medium cargo pipes together and still be able to get it out.
Something like
And
that.
they
It
have
also
that
still
mocked up
needs to
up here if you
be
wanna make a
capable of
judgment
fitting
call
up
on
on
that.
our
I
rockets.
think
But
that would be enough for the cargo. I'm
That
thinking,
looks good
I'm
to
thinking
me,
like,
yeah.
you know, modest sized satellite. Or do we want to go bigger?
no, that looks all right.
Well,
You
take
could
a look
maybe
at what I've
bulge your
got going
belly a
here.
bit.
I mean, assuming this isn't going to be the actual payload.
Oh, you
Maybe
know,
bulge your belly a bit, but that looks pretty good. I was thinking if you can get sort of lengthwise, you're looking all right. If you could get it a bit fatter,
yeah, I'm not really going too thin or too fat, depending on what Textfire has over here.
uh-huh.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
Are
go
we
too much
actually
into
planning to take
specifics,
that
but-
thing to space with us?
What are you talking about? Absolutely.
Okay,
I
right.
mean, this is the perfect concept. we can go with something else, you know. I mean, it's not set in stone.
You want
but
to see how a Robin Reliant reacts to being left in space, do you?
You know what?
Same thing
Now
that
you
happens to
mention it,
everything
it
else that
does
gets
Tell me
kind
the
of
Musk
resemble
hasn't
it a little
done.
bit. That's very odd.
Oh fuck!
It's a booster.
Mr.
Not
Troll.
booster.
Oh, it's,
Okay.
it's
What-
right.
what are
Okay.
what are the odds?
It's not the Facebook. It's the other FB. Roger that. You've been using it for 30 odd. Yeah. Okay. I can kind of understand why. Troll as in
At
under a bridge
sometime
or in Warhammer,
during this
not
stream,
troll as in that
we will
one
send
internet troll
A
type
ridiculous
person.
plastic car into space.
Sounds far better, man. Also,
Yeah,
stop
I mean-
it now. Come on,
Seems a crazy idea.
stop it now.
Nobody's ever done that.
I really do appreciate it, but come on. Firstly, I'm concerned about you spending all this money on YouTube.
Doors are not working
Secondly,
like I want to.
no, that's pretty much it, actually. Just firstly.
I was trying to get 2 rotors to
Thank you very
the
much,
wheel
Mr.
hinges
Troll.
to
That's like crazy kind of you. No more this
link
evening,
up
please.
to make it a stronger. I have to rethink how I'm doing that.
Wait, they have a Reliant Robin. It's like worst movie quote bastardizations ever. Yeah, technically a Reliant supervan, indeed, as Kevin's saying. It wasn't that the Robin didn't have the van bit at the back. Robin had seats. Ugh.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
Which is just terrifying in itself.
a riff on the theme.
Right, I need to see if this even drives before I do anything further with it, but one option would be instead of having... Let's do the other end, and I'll show you what I mean. You see, Farrell does this whole attach stuff to the base thing, and I don't like it. Because when you attach stuff to the base, Mr. Farrell, you can't copy and paste it.
Well,
Okay,
the
it doesn't
idea
need a
is
power
you build it up
source.
to the
But-
yeah, and it also means that when you think you're ready, you can always just cut it off and then copy it. Does not preclude the ability to do that. Oh,
It's
come on,
more when
you-
doing the rotor stuff. It's frequently quite convenient to be able to just copy and paste. Like you got one arm with its angle set up correctly.
Mhm.
Let's just take a copy of that and paste it on 3 more times, and then we've got all the corners done nice and fast. That sort of angle.
Good grief.
Why is everyone on food tonight? What the hell? Just instant look over to chat, and it's gone from fairly normal space engineers discussion through to food immediately. Ignore the length of this, I just want to see if it even drives. I want to see how it behaves with those wheels.
Oh, we do have the small glass. Well, that may change things entirely.
Aha.
Oh god, no, Tex! Not that rabbit hole, no!
That way lies madness.
I want to go today.
Critical.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Where are you, my new favourite script? That I can always forget the name of, because it's not under his normal naming scheme. Oh man, Chicken Caesar Salad Rider is one of my favourites. Nice and fresh. Gotta have, I'm not, you need hot chicken. I know it's not typical, but I prefer it that way around, gotta be honest. Not Mar. What did he call this one? Anyone remember?
No, sorry.
There. SWCS.
Huh. That works.
Not really what you'd expect, but there you go. Not particularly well, I've got to be honest, but it works. No, I don't think it works well enough, though.
Oh, yes. That looks good.
I might be able to steer it non-fan, but it's not going to behave very well, is it? It's going to be pretty crap. So let's see if I can do something a bit better with, like a more sensible rotor setup. In fact, to the extent that I'm going to... Okay, which way around are you? Not the right way.
Now for the fun part of all this is how the heck get this to mount to the bottom of the orbiter without destroying the fairing.
Ah.
Oof, I've given myself a bit of a nightmare with this one.
All right, what else do we need on this lovely vehicle?
For the test bed, probably not that much.
Okay.
Why did I volunteer myself with the doors?
I don't know. Why did you volunteer yourself for the doors?
I don't know.
Physics working well as always. Good, good. Wheels just hang in the air until I delete another block and then they fall out of the sky.
Oh, that's even...
Don't look at this space bar. You're not looking at anything. You're looking at a square box at this moment as I try and figure out how the hell I'm going to be able to fold these things up in a smaller area. Yeah, we are trying to make not a foldable lander so much as a rover that's capable of folding up and working much like a payload. And all I'm trying to do at the moment is figure out what the best, relatively simple but still functional wheel holding setup is. You'd want it at that sort of distance. That's the place where the wheel is going to spawn. And then you'd want it to ideally fold from at that angle, I think. That won't fit. I'm getting the basic fold down first, Bigman, then I'll worry about wheel well size and things like that. All of that stuff can be adjusted later.
Fuel critical.
Oh. You say the most well-planned vehicle can't survive contact with Shaq. I have one that has. I literally said to him, do you want to drive it? And he went off at stupid speeds and drove it kind of better than I have, because he did Shaq with it, and therefore drove it with absolutely no qualms whatsoever, or concerns about crashing. Just foot to the floor and off.
Yep, pretty much.
We already have one of those. and it's not that. Yeah, exactly, Brzezinski. There are much simpler ways to do this within Space Engineers, but as I mentioned to the guys at the start, if anyone asks why we're wanting to do this, it's in the stream title. Interesting, that would place one block up, but won't place there. Balls. That's too close to the ground, isn't it? That's what it is. A9, it's not really the right spirit of it. The challenge here is to build something that can fit into a much more compact space than it takes up when it's unfolded. Yeah, it's getting placed in the ground. So what if we had, say, something like that with... exaggerated sizes for now.
I need that block again. That one that we don't have.
Okay.
What block
Do
is
we
that?
have it? The half profile covers base block.
Oh.
That one. And honestly, my answer is probably just get rid of this window and then we'll just put a block underneath it. And call it good. Pretty much the death of every cool space engineer's design reality.
I don't know. There have definitely been a few over the years that reached the point where reality should have kicked in, and they were so ridiculous that reality just said, whatever, not even dealing with this.
That's true. All right, I've done the hard part. I've made the relight robin. Now all you got to do is make it fly.
I believe their answer to that was to put a solid rocket booster in the back of it and set it on fire.
Well, funny enough, I have something that may work to that extent. Actually, you also need to stick rockets inside of it too, as I recall.
Oh, that might work as a door.
Hey, are you cribbing ideas from my totally ridiculous build?
Hmm? Oh no. Yeah, that works.
Okay, I think it's done. Take a copy of it.
If you want to step out front, I have a
Fuel
potential launch vehicle to mate it to here.
Oh, that's a.
Perfect.
Oh, I see what you're building. Oh. That works pretty well as a tank. That big orange one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the mini.
Might get a rocket underneath it though. Have to fudge this a little bit.
Whoops. No, no. I love how they've managed to make it so that it's just enough stupid stuff on this menu that the reverse button is off screen whenever you're looking at something properly.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is it doing? Can you just reset yourself and do something sensible, please, Wheel? I doubt this is even going to work anyway. Faffing around this much. Oops. Yeah, dump it straight on top of that. That makes sense. So now the question is going to be, what's the minimum amount of space I can get a wheel to take up? Basically. And then that's how long this thing ends up being.
Okay, so the LCD text and images. Yeah, okay. Debug text. Could I get somebody to come take a look real quick and see if tell me when I've got the right font size on the front?
Right font size.
Okay. Keep going. A little more.
How much?
You're taking up about half of it right now. A little bit more. Right there. That looks good.
And I'm gonna center it.
There you go. Oh yeah, perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, the one they launched was blue, but he's basing his off the Trotters Independent Trading Company.
You need it painted red when you're done. Painting it's easy. It's all one color.
I know. I think you need to go and do a lap of the Space Center here.
Mm-hmm.
Get that puppy to roll ASAP.
I'm sure it's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. It's absolute.
I am 100% trusting space engineers in this particular regard to actually produce the result we want. You are going to roll that thing on the first corner.
I need a little more lift on the front wheel there.
Nah.
Maybe. No, maybe.
Good, an aggressive look. Kind of dragster-ish. Hot rod.
Let's see. Turn steering off of those. Suspension small. Let's see.
No.
Yeah.
Surprised it let you get the armor blocks over the back wheels like that.
Fuel critical.
That may be an issue.
You know, some more? Thanks, far. You got any more? You got any more left?
I don't know what you're talking about. Fine.
Can we vocalize the problem, perhaps?
Oh well, just that it may not. It may have failed to go over like a 6-inch hump.
Well, this is space engineers we're talking about. Also, you're kind of leaning to the left a little bit, or to the right, rather.
Yeah.
Oddly
It's
enough.
fine. It's fine.
Which doesn't make any sense because it looks like it's pretty balanced.
It's completely balanced. It's completely on both sides. So, what color do we need to be? Blue? Red? I honestly went yellow because that was my reference image. A banana yellow Reliant Robin. We can go red.
Yeah, Tex is doing it for a reason. As much as he is a very creative fella, this is more a tribute than.
Oh, it's absolutely. And I honestly expect it to go just about as well. So
Yeah. Oh, if not better.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't exactly have any engines on this thing to hook up to the fuel tank, but well, we can try.
Just don't come over here. I'm 100% definitely making a mess.
Well, now I want to come over there.
Slowly, the field of wheels is growing. Did I hear about Homeworld 3? No, I did not. What's going down?
Oh, I heard peripherally about it. Mobile
There.
or something like that?
Yeah, they put out a very vague, like, no gameplay thing. Hey, we're doing this thing video.
This is a thing that is a thing.
It's
And
like
they
a
only
KSP2
really-
video.
They only really came out with it because they've come out with a Homeworld mobile game. So they kind of had to throw the PC gamers a bit of a bone.
Do you guys not have phones?
I do have a phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I generally prefer it not to burn up in my hands when trying to play it with games.
That's good to know. That means you'll be able to play Diablo Immortal.
Really? See, now who's firing up the audience? I can't actually copy or paste anymore. Interesting.
That's weird.
Yes, text file was banned from copy and pasting from that moment forth.
Definitely just removed it, whatever you just
Yeah,
did.
no, man, as soon as I said it, I did it.
You ready to get it mounted up?
Nope, I need to fix the wheel real quick first.
Ah.
Because the front wheel does not have enough oomph.
I suspect that that's a complaint particularly endemic to that particular type of vehicle.
I thought you were going to go an entirely different way with that. But there are medical solutions.
Oh God, no, nope, too big, too
Good night,
big.
kids.
Not too big. What? No, text file. Digging text files whole forum.
Have you heard me lately? You don't need to dig anything for me.
No, that meant no, fair.
There we go.
Fuel
Perfect.
critical.
And by perfect, I mean, no, not really. It's kind of ridiculous.
So while I can cheat and copy and paste 2 of these, I'm going to have to make at least 1 more of them again. Damn it.
Oh, the center of gravity is going to be so horribly off on this thing.
Well, that's why we're gonna have to, yeah.
You did fit some gyros to that, right, Tex? Or do I need to
No.
put that on the base?
No, why would a Reliant Robin need gyros? Seriously. Seriously. Do you, Robin? I mean, do you, Robin, bro?
Oh, this is going to go so bad.
Okay, fine. I'll put one on there.
Oh, I got my.
Just for you.
I was going to say, you want to come back, right?
I'll put two on there.
I can't even tell the difference in those colours.
Oh, hey.
Hmm?
Ooh, getting a little bit of a wheelie going on there.
Oh,
Nice. Doing tricks in that Reliant.
Now turn.
put some wings on that.
What's
You
that?
might
What
wanna
happened
take
to your
off.
front wheel as well?
Yeah, there seems to be two wheels there.
It's got a lot larger than it, I seem to remember.
Well, yeah, it was either that or I was lowrider. Turn down the wheel suspension just a little bit.
I mean, we can't all fit in there.
Yeah, no, I mean it's as promised.
Let's seat all your friends. I don't know if you necessarily would want to be seen driving around with your friends at that point, but
What are you talking about? Now, mind you, this is the stripped down bottle. It doesn't actually have like air conditioning or radio or
Hmm.
you know any other
Or,
fancy stuff. Oh God,
proper center of
Ah, ah,
gravity.
you can't put it there.
Yeah, I
Put it
can.
lower. It's right in the middle of the door.
Yeah, but you can get through it anyway.
It'll be fine. Those are your air
Listen,
brakes.
if I put it lower, it interferes with your wheels and there's no attachment points.
Well, we could build little spars off of it.
Yeah, exactly. It is a robin. It should have wings.
Okay, so what if I put like a block right here, right down here on the door, so we have the wings around the wheels?
I don't know about that. Sounds all a
Promise,
bit sensible and.
But we promised curiosity for this stream, and yeah, this is definitely a curiosity.
Yes, I'm not sure a curiosity was what they were expecting, but that's what they've got. Oh, come on, I know you can go in there, just... No, it's got no wings again. Can't fly like that. Also,
Well,
you
I
don't
got-
have any. Where's your rockets?
Well, I didn't put the rockets on it yet. This is the before modification, Rob.
Yeah, if you care to check over at the launch facility, we have the boosters and main fuel tank for it. We made it to, ready to go. Also, unknown signal.
I mean, let's see, wingtip.
Looks like it's going to end poorly. I like it.
Yay, lever grinder.
Oh, no, totally wrong.
Oh, of course it is. Space engineers. So I think
No,
my
that's a little weird.
upper limit's -10.
Oh, that's a little weird.
No, that's too weird.
That's a fair point, Cliff. That's a fair point. Just random. Make sure we actually arm those explosive bombs. Get the staging right, or we'll literally repeat Top Gear.
No, it's very, very simple staging on that.
Well, I think it was very simple staging on theirs as well. Still didn't work.
The reactor on that, so let's stay charged up.
The problem is we could totally put a jet engine in there, but we'd lose the battery power. But on the other hand, we do have reactors, so let's do that. Cargo.
God damn it. Wrong way around.
Well, that's certainly foldable.
Except it's doing all the folding the wrong way around. No. To the extent that I've got it completely tied up on itself.
I don't know. What do you think? Seems a little overpowered.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, and remember, you've got a whole legion of fuel tanks that you can pull fuel off of on the main stage along with its booster, so, well, its own engine. If you can get a connection point underneath it, you can actually tap into the fuel tank properly.
That's true. I like that the whole car moved as you step on it. Yes.
I just hit my own doors and died as I was flying back. I better get a copy of this because I'm thinking about merging the doors together. Which I'm sure it'll just be fine.
It'll be fine. Okay, so where do you want your where do you want a connector, Carol?
Well, if you look over on the launch pad, I've got the whatchamacallit set up already there, and you'll see there's a mergeless tube on the bottom.
Oh, mergeless tube. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, same way we did with the other ships. I think it's set the same way.
Mr. 9, if I was going for the simple way of doing this, I would have accepted the very first solution I had, or done something like you have. I'm not going for a simple solution. No. It's got to be just completely and utterly and unnecessarily complex. Basically.
So basically like my build.
I think that's minus 110. Let's try reversing the other ones as well. Okay, what's interesting here is it looks very much like the wheel blocks, once complete, behave differently to how they behave when they're not. Because I've been able to clip that one in a way I haven't clipped the rest.
Weird. I didn't know the models worked any different.
Yeah, but apparently they have. Right. Yep. It doesn't look like it's that happy. Gotta be honest.
Why is that still merged? Was there blast door blocks game? Huh. So I've got blast door blocks, like the edges on my doors that I'm working, and apparently the game thinks that they are mergeable when they shouldn't be. Oh, I can put something on that. Weird.
Okay, so now I just need to translate that arm angle to the other arm angles. And then work out how much space I've got on the internals to actually fit things like cameras and remote units and so on, because, you know, you can do a little rover, it's got to have all the right things. But I reckon, yeah, I've got a few sneaky little spots in there that are a bit clangalicious, but I'll be able to make it work, I think. Those are some funky angles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so mid rows are 180, 0, 30, 0, 180. So they're all fine. Mid rotors are good. So it's the main rotors 35, 35, 110. 110 is not an equivalent. It needs to be 115 for it to be 35. Which we can't reach. So instead, reverse that. Set that to 110 and drop all of these to 30 instead.
Damn it.
Okay, this is starting to get way confusing. Too many roses. Too many roses and they all seem to equate to the same thing. Ah, finally found the right one. There we go. And then I'm gonna need a copy of this leg.
Fuel critical.
Roger that, Grok. Dex, you probably don't want to hear this,
Yeah?
but only game audio is coming through from your POV.
Oh, lovely.
Which wasn't that working right before we started?
Mm-hmm.
I have the audio working, but it's questionable as to whether or not any of what's actually getting transmitted out. So I'm just gonna put the audio on all 3 channels, output, and see if that makes a difference.
Remember, only channel 1 gets sent to the stream.
Yep. So I'm gonna put them all on channel 1. Crowd, if you'll take a listen and see if you hear anything else now. Appreciate it.
Yeah, these pipes are just not working very well with the multiplayer cargo transfer. Drag stuff and it just disappears even though it's still there. Very bizarre.
How bizarre, how bizarre.
Hang on, I've got build vision. Why am I doing this the hardest possible way possible? Possible. God damn it.
Checking my stream. Check 1 2 1 2. Anyone? Let me know if any of that comes across. Otherwise, well, I guess you'll just have to watch both windows. Sorry, guys. It all works great until it doesn't.
Oh shit, yeah, the 2 original rotors I haven't actually set up yet. Go! Quick, reverse!
Revert to VAB!
There's 2 mid rotors that aren't set up at all. Okay, that's 1.
Alright, what do I do about you, friend? You have to be where you are to hold everything together. And you look like crap.
Okay, so some of these are clearly not set right. Is that just because they didn't get reversed? No. Because their lower limits are wrong. Or the upper limit? I'm going to guess the upper limit. Make it simple and go to 90 for now.
Right back. I'm gonna go get some more water.
Roger that.
Oh god, I just had a horrible thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to try to land this. We're gonna have to try to land this thing.
Haha, I wouldn't get that far. Tex.
Yeah.
It may happen.
Don't you just mean something more along the lines of roll around on the ground until it finally comes to a stop?
I think we're totally gonna make orbit with this. What are you talking about? Matter of fact, I'm so excited about this. I am going to make a moon window in it so you can see at the top. Like to see another Reliant Robin with that modification.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure you might at the scrapyard after the cranes put a hole through the roof.
Yeah, but T-tops?
Oh shit, no. No! That can be fixed, but still, it's bad. And I also need to be back a second. I think the cat is trying to get in.
Oh.
I am
Well,
back.
that's gonna be interesting to fly.
Hmm?
Or I should say, roll around.
The chat, you ready for me to fix it yet?
Center of gravity's over the weird wheels now, just about. That's gonna make for a very interesting ride, Tex.
I'm sure it's fine. I mean, when you start with Reliant Robin, you've got to set some compromises.
It's gonna be a very wide rover.
Yeah. Is that a problem for you, Mr. Spacebar? Got an issue with my
No.
wide rover?
On.
No, sure, be fine. I'm just saying.
And question is, fit on the rocket.
It won't flip over that way, right?
I'm going to try and use the arms once I've got one set of angles set up correctly. I'm going to try and set them up a bit like a suspension system.
Okay. We need a programmable block on this sucker.
That could work.
Can't imagine why you're necessarily going to need it. You're not going to have what you need to monitor stuff like fuel for long, I think.
Why do I get the impression that on copy and paste, Space Engineers is forgetting rotor limits? What with how I copy and pasted this and it's now spinning
Fuel
indefinitely?
critical.
No, oh no, it did stop. Oh, come on, why not? Hey! Okay, so both of you two that's at naught need to go to 20. Nope, incorrect. Other way around.
Okay, I'm going to take this booster stage for a test ride and see what we get out of it.
Yeah, I was about to take her for a spin. You want to hop in?
Oh, hang on.
Oh boy.
Well, we ought to see if she can take off.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
true. Don't quite remember them testing that out, but it'll be interesting to see regardless.
Wasted. I don't know if you want to watch this or not. It should be hilarious one way or the other.
Roger that. 1 second before I forget to revert this rotor change I've just made that will fuck me up if I don't change it back because it was incorrect.
Let's see if I can counteract the tendency to. Nope. What I got. That's pretty close to level, actually.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Let me take a real quick copy. Okay.
I don't see any version that has a Reliant on it.
No, just the Reliant.
You think the Reliant's... Oh, bless.
I like that I can see the the pipes and the
Alright,
tubes
well.
in the back.
Goodbye, Textbar.
Stand by for Reliant tests. Arming RCS modules. Arming thruster. And takeoff in 3, 2, 1. That's as much ice as I had.
Welcome back,
You
Textbar.
came
I would say that's a successful
Yeah. mhm.
Yeah,
OMS
you
test.
came so close to pancaking that in at one point there.
It's got a little bit of gyro authority. I'm wondering if if I could maybe get by with some smaller thrusters, to be honest.
I am 100% amazed that you didn't crash that coming back down again.
Yeah. Well, by down you mean for the 15 meters of altitude he got there?
No, I know, but like he did try and lose that 50 meters of altitude quite rapidly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The amazing thing about a dancing pig is not how well it dances.
I suppose,
Actually-
yes, this is true, Mr. Textfire. I am so confused. I've very clearly set your rotor limit to -160. Do you have any particular excuse for why it is that you are completely and utterly ignoring me? Alright, you're not this time.
Well, let's see. You've had your wild ride. Let's see what happens when I try takeoff on the other half of this thing.
Oh. Oops, whoops.
Okay.
I like how you got explosive bolts on the seat itself.
Well, this would be where the orbiter is going to connect to it.
Well, an ejector system.
Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of like an ejector system for me at this point.
Fuel critical.
There you go. Alright, I guess I could put it there so you can put canvas in it.
Need...
You knew this was inevitable, chat. Come on now. Sorry, audience, yes. You knew this was inevitable, audience. You got upgraded earlier, I forgot.
Oh no.
Actually, this might not work. It works on those back ones because it doesn't interfere, but on the front ones, it's clearly going to. In fact, it might interfere on all of them.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, it's gonna clip. I think. I mean, I might as well try. I'm most of the way near now.
Okay.
Right, okay, it's time to get rid of some of the mess so that I know which one is the actual one when it comes to the fact that it explodes itself.
Alright, we're ready to go here. What's the worst that can happen? Don't answer that. We disable padlocks, enable thrust, fire the boosters, and nothing.
I don't see any thrust from our big, the middle one.
Yeah. Off here. So.
There it goes.
There we go. Okay. Oh, she's got tension. Get down.
I look over to see a trajectory that is not, I suspect, the trajectory that Beryl was looking for.
Nope, not quite. This is taking maximum mouse pad movement here. Try to keep it going. But we are slowly going up.
Goodbye, Farrell. Have a good trip.
Also,
let us know when the rescue operation's required.
Boosters aren't separating.
Oh, there it goes.
Why am I not getting thrust? Turn it on. There we go. That only just cost me all my altitude to figure out. That's not going up, that's going horizontal. Oh, sure. Now you have to turn around. Render as much as we can. And there we go.
How did the top of... Oh.
Bailing out.
The top of your middle tank is ground down for some reason. Is that just from the re-entry?
On the...
On your main tank.
Yeah, it was probably heat because I was pushing 800 at one point, what I could see there. Anytime you want to open up shoot, that'd be great. On. Alright, let's wait. This can't go wrong. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
Everything is in fact nominal.
Mm-hmm. Situation normal. Oh, there we go. There's the chute. So. Hey, Wasted?
Yo.
You know those you did to the chute?
Yeah.
It makes for a very interesting ride.
Well, are you using the drogue chute or the normal one?
I'm assuming it's the normal one.
Yeah, it should be the normal one.
Well, then I don't know why you're having an interesting ride, sir, because that's not the one I adjusted.
Yeah, it's a
called something
very
different.
very interesting ride on the normal ones now, or light craft at least. We, I guess.
You just gonna spin forever, Rotor? What are you doing? I guess when they get pasted back in again, they get reset to 0. That's what it is, isn't it? So the rotors that have got a particularly long rotation to set up rotate round until they reach their correct 0 point like that.
Oh, this is particularly hard to zoom out. For anyone who gets motion sickness, I apologize if you're watching my POV.
Yep.
That's because
Fuel
Mr.
critical.
Eldest Wolf, that Mr. Wasted has done the old copy-paste game once or twice before. And when playing this game, it is very easy to be deleting the part you didn't really intend to be deleting. Oh, yes.
Like the whole space center.
But why do you think
Yep.
I'm out here on the lake? Why do you think I decided quite early on when working with the small grid that I was going to go to a place where I wasn't accidentally deleting blocks underneath it all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's finally at the point where I actually have all the rotors correctly placed positionally. So now let's see what happens when I reverse them.
Oh, I see what's going on. It actually, the grid is being influenced by where I am with the outside of the vehicle camera somehow. If I zoom out, it stabilizes. If I zoom in fully, it goes completely wonky.
Good landing then.
I'm still coming down. I'm like 500 meters up right now.
Well, something just landed. Just
yeah,
over
that
there.
was me. That was me.
Good to hear it's going well, Spaceball.
Yeah. I was testing out my space plane again, and now I remember why I had it parked over there. Because it sucks.
Click down alt. Let go of alt.
Why do these angles look so wrong? I don't understand. They are definitely centered. Is it just the legs coming off the bottom that makes it look weird?
No, the ones on the right.
Some of them are at a different angle, aren't they?
Yeah, this one right here is slightly different.
And duplicated on the front, but on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Huh.
Right, let me know if I'm moving the right ones here. Minus 110.
Yep, that's them.
That's in angle
And they
now.
look even now.
Is that even?
Looks like it.
I don't think it is. I think it needs another 5 degrees.
Yeah, okay, that's it now. That looks better.
Or is it too far? Well, the wheels on the top are throwing me off now, but they may well be 5 degrees out for the same reasons.
I think they are as well. The arms look fine, but now I think.
Alright, watch those end ones for me, if you don't mind.
Yep.
So you got 2 at minus 51. That doesn't sound right. So let's change this to minus 60.
Okay. Well, they're all even, but that swapped. It swapped the opposite ones, but that looks like a good angle.
I think that's as far as they'll get, is the thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so the question now is, what do I do with those wheels at the end? Do I leave them tucked in like that, or do I tuck them in up top? Let's have a look. So that will be these 4.
Okay, so pilot notes: craft has a definite tendency to pull downwards severely.
That wheel's going the opposite. Yeah, there you go.
So that means I've got the limits the wrong way around on these. That is an upper limit of, say... Can I go 90 degrees from there? Probably can, can't I? And a
Think so,
lower
yeah.
limit of 0.
Yeah, but the one on your left, or rather your right, is going the opposite direction.
Ah, okay. The way I'm grouping them is wrong. So this needs to be reversed.
There you go.
I think this is easier to do with build vision, to be honest.
Yeah.
Why does it say both of these have a lower limit and an upper limit of infinity? Oh no, this one has a lower limit of 0. Okay. Yeah, that's probably fine. Love how it lifts the other leg up completely as it does so.
All right, ready for test flight number 2.
Ambulances are not standing by.
Not necessary. They're not necessary.
Roger that, right one. We have you on scope, on visual.
Fuel critical.
It's starting to look like they are about in the best place they possibly can be already.
Yeah.
Holy crap, she flies! She flies! And she's out of... Let's see if she glides.
And she sinks like a stone. Will the wheels take it?
Oh.
You phased into the ground for me.
Nope,
Yeah.
good on my side.
Right.
You phased
Remember what
in and then
happened?
bounced out.
Yeah, you remember what happened the last time you tried to land a glider on those wheels, right?
I mean, if we had, you know, a lot more ice, it would totally work.
Well, between the extra weight of the original craft, if you don't... I don't want to say hold off on those and not fire them until the very end, but...
Those are orbital maneuvering.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very optimistic sense of the word there, but yes.
So they're intended to be, you know, small ISP engines. I think it's perfect.
Okay. Sounds like you're ready to mount it up then.
Yep, I think so. I think any further test flights are just going to delay the whole program.
Yeah, so you're going to scale it up into...
Well, no, we haven't had a true launch of the full product at this point.
We got a taxi back.
Where the hell has the reverse option gone from this list? There it is. Okay. Cheers, Cannibal Spock. Seems to be a pretty mixed things, guys, as far as who's enjoying this and who isn't. It seems to be a bit overly slow-paced and technical for some, and then for others, they quite like the fact that we're doing something a bit weird and different in Space Engineers. So if you do enjoy it, please press that like button. I'm not being funny about this or doing the typical YouTuber thing. It is a case of that helps the series kind of grow and expand and reach a new audience. And right now, the views on this aren't going great. I know some people enjoy it, some people less so. So it would help if we could get a few more people on board. Okay, so rotor, all of you lot, reverse.
Oh, that looks so much better when they do it all at the same time.
Need to fix up the speed on those end ones slightly. They're a little bit slow in comparison to the rest. But
Where are you on her, Farrell?
Launch pad. In other words, I want to see you actually make a sharp turn in that.
nice one, guys. Thank you.
Okay, relatively sharp-ish.
It actually drives even. I'm kind of shocked.
I think it's that that low center of gravity that's being helped by the wings there. It's keeping it flattening around. Well, aside from the tail stand.
All right. There you go. Delivered.
All right.
On time and under budget.
Let's
Rubbish.
see.
I'll buy it.
I need to right here.
Chilling for the mergeless pipe.
Yeah, right by the back little brace there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need a spot. That is 3 blocks away from. I'll have to pull the pipe out 1. Okay. 2. Pipe out there. Get the right way first, game. Maybe place on that.
Hey, Graf, did we ever
yeah.
did that fix my audio at some point? I'm curious. I really like that, Farrell.
Got a bit of an interesting piece of challenge here.
Does seem like the thrusters are a little undersized for the size of the payload, though.
Yeah, funny that. I mean, it is kind of about the same as what has been seen before. And that does not want to paste in. Hitting on the bottom here. Gotta be that real.
Would it help if I flipped it over on its back?
Yeah, just to give me a better spot to try to figure out where we're pulling it in from here. Might have to move the explosive bolts. Because right now, 2, 3... Yeah, right now the explosive bolts are effectively in the wheel well. I think we need to move them back.
Let's say put the bolt on the Robin first, and then match it up with the
Yeah, but the problem is the width of the craft also interferes with the boosters too, so I gotta figure out how to sprue this off better. Thinking... Have to not 3x3 explosive bolt? That would be handy. Grabbed the wrong one.
'Cause here's where I'd put the bolt right here.
I'm aiming for a spot. Yeah, actually that's where I managed to aim for. Do that.
Ooh.
I know, but that's in theory how it's going to end up landing. So, can it pick itself up? Is the idea.
Why is it spinning? Is it just the... I guess it's just the rotors.
Wind.
Oh, the wind. Good point.
There you go. If that gives you a little bit better of a spot to pick it up, place it with, Farrell.
I think it's just that it's got this
Well,
weird...
the bolt only, the explosive bolt actually just needs to be on the car, right? I mean, it doesn't actually need to be...
Yeah, it needs to be flush against the car, basically, so that way you're not dragging it in your wheels. At this point, it's more function of the where the lander is.
Fuel
That
critical.
little wing block.
Okay,
There's no
so
reason why.
yeah, it's just as simple as reversing the wheels, right?
Let me name this bolt.
It actually might be.
Look at that.
Apparently it actually is. Hey there, friend.
It's very spider-like.
Nope, that's not right. Turn it off. This is the right general area. Alright, need... Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, there's
there
your
we go.
problem.
Actually, yeah, it is. I'm very much right towards the bottom of the shuttle right now.
Couldn't you, in theory, pick it up a little bit to get over stuff like that?
In theory, yeah, I'm just trying it by default first, man.
Roger that.
Seeing how it behaves, setting some of the basic settings, like our suspension strength isn't quite high enough. Where can I find my Robin Reliant friends?
It's right here.
Trying to get it out.
Right
in
Tipping on
Yeah.
its back. It's taking a nap on the end of the edge of the runway.
End
The
of,
launch pad,
edge of,
sorry.
launch pad, okay.
Launch pad. Launch pad.
Kind of a bit of a blind pace, but I got it. Well, it's not too bad.
How did that
The
actually
such-
work? 3,947 hours is how that actually worked. Hey, boys.
Howdy.
I come bearing one of these.
Oh, I like it.
You ready?
Do it. Nice.
The flat pack IKEA car.
Now, see, this is why I was working on the Robin and you were working on the Rover. Because it would have not turned out this way if I'd been working on the Rover. I'm liking it.
Those of you curious, this actually is kinda how they got the rovers up on the moon. Not 100% exactly like it, but
No.
No, theirs was involving
Pulleys and-
less clang and more pulleys and some
Yeah.
self-assembly, but yeah. We were looking around earlier at, like, it's like a dying spider. Dead spider mode in game. It crawls up its legs. Oh, Jesus. Yes, I could probably do with adjusting the main rotors. Yeah, so in which case I need to collapse up. I want to get those main rotors and secondary rotors a little bit tighter so we sit a little bit higher up.
Dying lotus spider.
Oh man, you know what? The exclusive bolt mount makes it for a perfect pedestal too. For the display model.
So if we can adjust these by 10, then we do the other rotors by 20, I think. Makes sense.
I'm so excited to be part of this. I'm just gonna put that out there.
This is center gravity's gonna make for an interesting flight.
For those who haven't realized this is indeed our homage to the that marvelous Top Gear episode where they tried to launch a Reliant Robin into a shuttle into space. And it almost worked. Not to spoil it too much. If you haven't seen that episode, please do.
I don't know. This doesn't look exactly 100% safe to me, but
Okay, what part doesn't look safe to you? That's what I want to know.
Says the guy that rode this to space on a seat.
yeah. I don't know.
This
Please express to
I'm
me the
trying to
part
find
that
a-
it doesn't look safe.
doesn't
I'm
seem
trying
right.
to find a. Trying to find a.
What'd you
part
do?
that does look safe.
This doesn't seem correct. Something about this suggests I may have adjusted the rotors in the wrong direction.
Maybe. Now, is there room for like a roll cage for picking it up? Yeah, there is in the center, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I've left. There's plenty of room in that center because we don't really need
Nice.
to have seats on it.
Gonna need some kind of solar though. Definitely.
It's also, you'll notice, I've left clearance exactly where I'm sitting for a parachute.
But
Well.
are you planning to drive this thing home?
I'm planning to fix the mess I just made of the rotors first. Oh god, it's too complex as well. Every change I make is just going to throw me off massively. Upper limit, I guess, is supposed to be 40 instead on these. I mean, were these the ones I did right, or were these the ones I did wrong? I don't even know. These have got a range of 180. And say they're currently at 40 degrees. No, they're not. It's just lying to me.
Okay, Farrell, since you are have been in charge of that rocket, I'm going to let you do the staging on the right seat.
Okay. I have a backup copy of the rocket just in case. Right, see.
Okay, okay. Some of these are just backwards, but there is some consistency there. So,
You know, you've actually got a pretty good view from the back too. Nice.
Mm-hmm. The sunroof really helps a lot.
Well, yeah, the T-tops. I mean, come on.
okay, they're almost consistently wrong, so that's good. That means I've done it consistently backwards. Consistency is what we're after.
Are you ready for me to connect these, this mergeless,
Yeah, go for it.
Farrell?
Mm-hmm. Definitely go for it. Yes, that's... a rough sequence of everything. Not like it's that complicated of a rocket.
I like how you turned like 90 degrees to the left.
Look where the wind's coming from, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've turned to align myself pretty much perfectly with where the wind's from.
That's true.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think what I'm picking up from this is I've made it a lot worse, and I should start from scratch again. Because all I've done there is adjusted every rotor now in completely the wrong direction.
Are you playing with the ice?
Oh. Maybe.
No.
I do like that it kind of rolls, at least.
Okay, so these rotors are currently at 25 and
No.
are too flat. So I want to reduce them from minus 80 to, let's go minus 70 on those.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
And these ones should be the other way around, so these go naught. And let's just do those first.
Are we done? Are we ready, Farrell?
Yeah, we're ready to launch.
Have you taken a blueprint of the updated
Fuel
pair?
critical.
1 second, let me... the old one. And copy. I got copy.
Perfect.
This cannot possibly go wrong in any way.
Mr. Wasted, would you like to be part of this systems test?
Technology feasibility study.
Not while I'm stuck in this rotor thing. I'll just lose track of what the hell it is I'm doing.
Well, we can wait. I want to leave the audience behind.
And here we see the wasted space in its natural habitat, tinkering and fiddling with wheels, pistons, and rotors.
Oh, I didn't even put an antenna on this sucker, did I?
We got one on the. Oh, we have an antenna on the fuel tank. That's it.
Well, you would listen to the radio in space.
There we go. We have an antenna on it now.
I can't help but notice there's a lot of ventilation in the back here.
That's airflow. Don't worry
Beetles?
about it. It's fine.
Okay.
Look, it's not a case of not looking at chat, it's a case of I'm still not 100% comfortable with Build Vision. Like, Build Vision's great and all, but it's not
some getting used
something
to.
that I'm used to properly yet.
Yeah, it looks like it's still potentially going to have a tendency to nose down, unfortunately. Center gravity's better than it was without the Reliant attached, but it's definitely still biased towards a downwards roll.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we need more weight on the Reliant if we want to even it out a bit more. Not too much, I think.
We're on the front.
No, the center of gravity's kind of based around the cockpit right now, the whole separation joint there, so I think we're good with that. Just managing to move a bit more of it towards the back. I mean, maybe sealing up the stuff in back would help it out, but at the same time, anything we add back there is going to adjust how it handles when you detach.
Yeah, I mean, it's already incredibly big butt heavy.
I think we just need to keep in mind that it's going to have a heavy hand on the roll back on it.
Well, maybe we just need a little more weight. Maybe another line of cargo containers on the launch thruster. You
No,
want to move the center of gravity further up?
We could try something along those lines. Because anything we put on the main body of the booster is just going to add more weight to it, basically. I mean, it's going to bias it towards that direction. The center of gravity is basically right in the little first plane part next to the explosive bolt on the underside of the Reliant. So it's already kind of skewed towards the Reliant side of it.
I have done this so backwards. Like, that's really the angle I should have been going for. And then adjusting the wheels to that. Oh.
Might be able to do. We could stick cargo in the seats themselves. See if that helps it. That really.
Do what?
Maybe put some cargo in the seats itself to see if it adjusts the balance.
We could always do that. Like fill it up with whatchamacallit?
Spare ice or something.
Yep. Ice or like full bottles.
That would do some. See if this even works to begin with. That moved it a little bit. I think.
What was that?
I'm guessing remote or unknown signal.
Yeah, it could be. No, that's more the correct angle, and then I might just have to adjust the outrigger wheels, but to be honest, they already look better than they were.
Add more space to those.
Yeah, I do need to get more used to build vision. That's a way easier way of doing it. You guys are right. No question. I'm just setting my ways.
And bonus,
Hey.
we've got an unaltered Robert Reliant as a crew vehicle to take him out to the launch pad.
Unintentional win. Whee!
That looks kind of like a jellyfish.
What? Oh, thank you for the defense, Curtis. You were definitely right about the build vision, though. That does help ease the brain melt, no question. Keeps the temperature a little lower for a little longer.
Tricky thing to use on higher resolutions, though. Very sensitive to the mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she still folds up, so that's a good sign.
Mhm.
I didn't break that bad.
Fuel critical.
Okay,
Any
so
issues there?
premise of this series is basically to try and recreate sort of a mixture of recreate Kerbal Space Program style challenges, but in space
Fuel
engines,
critical.
using the fact that at the moment, you know, there's a bit of a space drive back on again, which is cool. As a bit of our inspiration. Ooh. There's a test.
Yeah, I handled that pretty
Apparently,
well.
apparently it's okay with that.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Coming, Spaceball? We're going for a journey? Going for a little drive about, shall we? Shall we now? Let's kill. Let's have some more strength. Ooh.
Oh,
And flop. And flop.
Oh, spider's twitching.
Just enough strength that you
Not
can
alive.
see
It's
it
still alive.
sort
Kill
of
it. Kill it.
semi-sag. Let's get a load more friction. Not too much. Let's change that steering angle because we don't need too much of that.
I can't wait to see this thing bounce off the surface of the moon when it unfurls in the low gravity.
It's not designed for the moon. It's designed for Mars. Luna.
Still doesn't mean I wouldn't like to see it bounce off the moon.
Now, the question is, can I adjust the rotor
Oh.
strength now to the point where
Well,
it just...
For,
there we go. So we need to get it to the point where it just starts to sag.
I'm guessing you saw the same thing too, Tex. The wheels of the entire vehicle were stretched up by about 3 or 4 blocks away, and now it's happily phasing through the ground. Ah, multiplayer.
Yep.
There looks good. That's enough strength to pick itself up, but not too much fight that it won't stop the suspension from kind of moving. Whether that's a good plan or not, I remains to be seen. I think it's not a good plan.
yeah, no.
I'm getting this distinct impression that this is not a good way of doing it. Can we have some more strength back to the rotors, please? Can we reset ourselves back to a normal position?
You. You weren't even on wheels there on my screen at one point.
No, he
There was
was.
just nothing there at all.
Oh.
It's not so happy about being this high up.
Hmm.
Alright, no, there's a plan, there's a plan. we need to do, take these mid rotors
Critical.
and adjust their angle a little bit so they're not quite so.
Give it a little tip down like the Mako.
Yeah, because that thing drove great, so if we like use that as our benchmark.
If I may point out, we are 2.5 hours into the stream and we have not yet exploded something or gone to space.
I have built a stupid looking rover. You can shush. Clearly mission achieved. Look at the stream title text fire. It protects me from everything.
Okay. Did you ever get it balanced out, Earl?
It's kind of about as good as it's going to get, I think. Short of adding a much bigger cargo. I mean,
Okay, you already added the
the
ice.
yeah, the seats can't really carry enough of it to impact it much, but it's just a bit more favor in the Reliant at least.
You know what we could do is right here between the seats, we could totally put a hub out and then add another 2 small cargo containers, if that would help.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
And this is the point where you're like, what the hell? How can such a minimal angle difference make that much difference?
I guess it's just lowering the center of gravity that much.
Yeah.
Just
But
enough
also
to-
the way the joints want to collapse. I suspect that like the angle of that was putting a lot of force on where those joints were, whereas this has evened it all out.
That holds even less ice than the seats do, actually.
Hmm.
It doesn't hurt, but let's see where we're at here.
Let's see what that did. Did that do anything?
Yeah, it's still pretty much the same. Maybe I nudged it a little bit more towards the Reliant, so...
It does seem to be acting as kind of a suspension, though.
Oh yeah, they're still moving.
Yeah.
Like, if I look, there's
Yeah,
no
like-
question that that's like leaning on the rotors.
Oh, I like how this is properly kludged together now.
Critical.
This is no longer a road car.
Roads? Where we're going. We don't need
We don't have any roads.
roads.
We might need them, but we're shit out of luck.
Oh.
Yep, that actually... We're actually right about in line with the bottom of the wheels in the back here.
Okay.
Better.
So what?
We're better. I'm not, I think it's probably about as good as we're gonna get.
Well, let's put some more gyros on the SRB and the tank portion. And to a certain extent, we can sort of brute force it.
Yeah, once the SRB set, that will definitely tip it back forward, so it's platform, I think. Gyros on you. Hey, right on top will work. Tree toppers.
Dude,
That doesn't look good.
Oh.
dude, it was working until I
It
broke it.
was. It was working until SE's planet generation messed up, but it's still going.
What about we just do that? They
And
look
it's-
like they're more organic.
Fairly well balanced still.
Yeah. This is actually still working remarkably well.
Yeah, I can...
There, if that's not enough gyro power. I don't know what to do.
I like my little, I don't know, make them look like explosive tipped warheads.
Okay, quit messing with it. Let's get ready to launch
Yeah.
it.
Let's see what we got for. Oh, that's right, because we've got the reactors on the back section there, keeping everything.
How's your
charged.
mini sped?
Looks like it's missing a few pieces. Still going, but definitely missing a few pieces.
It really doesn't feel like it's missing any pieces. It's weird.
Oh,
Until you. Yep.
Don't hit the rocket.
Hello. Oh shit! Enemies. Color.
Play dead.
very, very slightly though.
Very, very slowly played.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't have any breath for that. I was too busy laughing. Stupid thing. There's nobody here with us dead spids.
Yep. All right, guys.
Fuel critical.
Maybe trike. What? Have another suspension? Oh, I've got to try that sometime.
Oh,
Do that
there
with
you
the
go.
front two wheels, but have the rear wheel be obviously in the other plane and coming off the back as a vertical suspension. Like take
could
that
work.
one and stretch it off backwards.
Yeah,
that could
that'd
be
be
quite
interesting.
cool, actually.
Yeah,
And then put
totally.
twin wheels on the back, so you've got it still balanced.
All right, what we have here, gentlemen, is your average old Reliant Robin strapped to a big old tank with a big, huge thruster and a pair of SRBs.
It's not very close to it.
No, I noticed that. Can we not mount it any closer?
The
No,
wheels are
it's
going to
the
be
wheels on the
collisions.
bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let's go and make sure that I actually keep a version of that with all four wheels still attached. Look at that. That is actually quite cool.
Great. As they say, you've designed a rotor that will work until you pull two of the legs off of it.
No, because it did work when I pulled two of the legs off it. It's a spider, goddammit. It'll still keep going.
I think I'd rather an ant at that point. Let some more of the weight that it can actually shoulder.
Oh, come on, then.
All right.
We're going to launch a Robin Reliant into space for reasons unknown. We're going to do it. Go!
All right. Everyone on board?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to have to cut all the stages for me because I don't know anything about that.
Nope. No worries. I have everything here. Door closed. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah. That's how I expect it to launch. Oh, Jesus. Hello, world!
Yep. Center of gravity's way off.
Yeah, no, I noticed that.
Couldn't we use the thrusters on the back of the...
Fuel critical.
I don't know.
Hang
is
on a
there-
second.
no.
I'm busy watching the replay.
Right, I will be right back real quick.
Okay, can somebody get this damn Robin off me, please?
I can't. It doesn't want to go anywhere.
Because I have I'm
I'm trying.
because I have an intact copy that I don't want to lose.
Yep. Hang on.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
well.
the second launch is going to be sweet. It was the problem was he wasn't quite calibrated for that first one.
I
Okay,
I have quite a lot of confidence for second launch.
Oh yeah, she needs more
I
gyros.
think we just didn't have enough thrust on the back.
No, she's got thrust.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it was lack of thrust that did it. No, I'm with you. 100%.
Yeah, it's
I'd add more thrust if you can.
it's the center. Well, yeah, that and the center of gravity is just so off still.
Well, there is an argument that you could counter that by adding more thrust to the Reliant itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't
Yeah,
actually
go
have
back
the
to-
But you-
OMS thrusters on.
No, but dude,
You wanna turn
you've
them
got
on.
SRBs on one half, and then you've got a Reliant with a couple of small hydrogens on the other. Like, it needs an SRB on its head, or something.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Yeah, that was a not completely accurate Top Gear failure, but close. Ironically, I think they actually got further.
Yeah. Oh, we could just explosive bolt and SRB on top. Yeah.
I think that's part of your problem is your center of thrust is so far off.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the one thing that you don't really get out of the build guides. Ones that are modded and the ones that are in the game.
Do you not? Do they not say, by the way, when using all of the mods, you need to pay attention to your center of thrust, weight, and lift?
Well,
Also,
it doesn't. No, I mean it doesn't actually show you with the guides in the real world here.
oh right, okay, fair enough. Adding another Reliant on the other side to balance it is the easy route. That's too straightforward.
No,
we
no,
go.
no.
Also, thank you, Eagle.
Problem solved.
Yeah. Okay. That's beautiful.
Well,
Glad of
what
it,
happened?
no less. I think he thought better of it. I'm also going to be back in one sec, guys. I need a quick bite break. Back in 1 moment, stream.
Do you think a bit of a manual boost on that?
What do you mean?
Like just like an additional, sort of like a short range SRB, just like a cargo container and a rocket under it.
Yeah, I mean, you could. You don't think an SRB will work?
It'd work. I mean, the advantage of it is that it'll burn out at the same time the other ones do.
Yeah.
Even once, we'll still have, even with the SRBs off, it's still going to be unbalanced as far as thrust goes. Because again, 2 small thrusters, 1 big one on the main body. We could downgrade the main body, kind of rely on the SRBs as long as we can, but I don't think we're gonna necessarily make orbit if I downgrade the main tank's thrust.
Let's try putting an SRB there. Let's see what it does.
Okay.
I mean, if it launches stable and then it becomes unstable afterwards, well, then we know something.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't launch stable, then, well...
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I mean, the only advantage to doing a solid, a liquid fuel rocket there is that we could feather it. Which may be
Feathering
worth
is
considering.
feathering's for chumps.
Critical.
Where's your faith, Dexfire? You don't
Oh,
need no
I have lots
feathering.
of faith. I have lots of faith.
Mm-hmm. Is that a fact?
That's what all right. O2.
I think SRB. I'm willing to go somewhere else, go another direction if we need to.
It has to be SRB.
Yeah, I
If
think
it's,
so.
if it's anything else, you're just bailing on the real deal, as far as I'm concerned.
Poke, poke, poke. Uh-huh. You are not as clever as you think you are, sir.
What?
You are not as cunning as the fox that went to
I'm not
cunning
trying to poke.
university.
This is straightforward. This is no need for poke here. I'm saying my honest belief. I've spent this entire stream designing a rotor monstrosity simply because I can design a rotor monstrosity. I don't think you should be surprised if I'm going to suggest that you should do this just because you can.
Fair enough.
I'm just doing this, get the booster on.
Because being totally surrounded by a rocket is exactly the way you should launch this thing.
Oh yeah.
I love this. I'm totally on board with this.
Yeah, let me fix the,
Figuratively, literally, actuarially, you know.
The way
But
this
here we get the
shakes every
staging
time I
text.
remove a block is disconcerting.
Mm-hmm.
No, unfortunately, Drake Faust, we don't actually have gimbaled rockets.
Now, you know what
Thrusters.
this
That,
needs?
that would be perfect.
It needs just one more rotor.
Hashtag one more rotor.
Well, yeah, because if we're going to do it, we need to flat pack the camera.
Do we have a launch camera? Shit.
That's the legitimate way to do it on this sort of thing. Is we need to flat pack the camera. So I need a little camera mech that raises up.
oh, the game is deciding to do it. It's lovely. I'm not gonna let you save that group at all. Stuff.
Why would you want to do?
There we go. There's a Ignite group finally.
The only problem with working on things like this particular is like, if I misclick at any point,
Mm-hmm. Disaster.
like any point whatsoever, it is total disaster.
So basically what we're saying is the reason why Top Gear's launch didn't work is they needed a third booster.
More thrust. I mean, it's frankly the only
The only logical solution.
Kerbal Space Program answer to this.
Power.
More power, more threats, more struts.
Alright, should
More
be right up
boosters.
to go.
Right? Let's do it. Taking blueprint. Taking a copy. Okay. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let me grab.
Okay.
Never.
Oh, around. Alrighty. I'm ready to go.
I like how I've
Alright.
got just like a
Crew on board.
slightly fascinated spacebar just sitting here going, what next?
Look at this
Now
rotor.
boarding for
That's
crash
what's next.
terminal. Repeat,
You
now
see?
boarding.
That's
for
how you
Can't
make it
actually
work.
see anybody else.
Fascinating.
Hey, thanks, just go.
I'm gonna
crew
go
on
away
board.
then. Yeah, I'm on board.
Alright, I've got your staging ready.
Wasted, you on board?
There's a big hole in the back of your... Oh, no, it's not. You've
The
got a
glass
bit
turned around.
DeLorean on the back of it as well, I noticed, for reasons unknown.
Alright. Crew's on board. Stand by.
Aha, this looks amazing. This does make me want to start making some of those later game Kerbal ships that end up being ring-based. Where
Alright.
instead of you're doing a main rocket with stuff attached on the side, you're doing like a lifting ring with stuff attached in the middle of it.
Okay. Standing by. Ready, Tex?
Staging ready.
Staging is ready.
Cargo specialist ready.
Sounds like a no.
Sounds like a confusion.
Yes.
Member of the esteemed media observer ready.
Yes, that's me. Impartial observer
Pilot is
for
ready.
the event.
And
Just here to check there's no war crimes committed by textbook.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Oh my word!
It's a bit
Okay,
much.
it's going the other direction.
Oh, it's similar to last time, except with a different angle.
Oh. I like
And a few after explosions just to make up for it. Just a good measure.
No, I detached the car, and now we simply drive it back to the takeoff point, correct?
Sure.
Yeah, that's how it works. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Well, hang on. Hang on. Oh, there you go.
Wheels are
There you
freaking
go.
out.
A little bit of gas. Yes. You didn't do this on Top Gear.
Okay, we need to redesign the rocket a little bit, but the basic payload still works.
Yep, concept and staging's working fine.
And look, we've got a convertible.
Look, you should get her to a nose stand on her. Hey, like that.
No, she can't quite get over there. Wait a minute. I know how to solve this.
So you should have full thrust there, even though it doesn't show it. I don't think your RCS is on, if that helps.
Nope. Too steep an angle. It's okay. She's just gonna park here. But actually, if you can make me a ramp real quick, that'd be awesome.
This is a weird. No. Maybe that'll work.
A little bit wider.
Oh! She'll even try to take off on her own there.
Okay, parking brake. Nope. Easy. Easy there, Robin. Okay. No, that's okay. We're good. We're good here. This is a good spot to park.
So we got a grid that's curled up like a dead spider, a grid that's doing its best impression of a spider splatting on itself. We're off to a good start, aren't we?
So maybe dialing back to that variable thrust on the roof. What do you think?
No, because it still ended up going overpowered by the front thread. Like in reality, the overpowered bit was still the other side. You know, if you
Yeah,
come
so
over
maybe-
here, I'm proposing something like this.
Coming
Maybe-
everywhere.
You should be able to spot it.
That might work.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could see that.
Something where you
Yeah.
connect together a ring of outer stuff. Obviously, you're going to want to essentially, so this would need to be an explosive bolt in reality, so that you could separate them. But you essentially build your stages around an outer ring like that instead, and hang your loading whatever it is you're trying to launch in the middle. Allow us to carry up larger payloads, essentially.
Yeah, legitimately, it does bring up the point. This is going to be tricky scaling this up.
Yeah, But even in Kerbal Space Program, it is tricky scaling it up. And if you look at the really end-game builds, they look more like this than they do those. Where you've got a central payload, central like long-distance travel vessel, and then everything is lifted by something designed just to get that into orbit that drops away from around the outside. But you have to use all four sides at that point.
Yeah, the problem is that, at least in reality, you can tuck your landing gear away, and space engineers can't.
No, indeed.
Because that's definitely also hurting by moving the center of gravity wider away. Is that...
Camera main one, so let's set lower to like 1, like it is at the moment, and upper to 90.
Fuel critical.
Check if it collides at the bottom here. Shouldn't do. But if need be, I can increase. No, it is a little bit. Rotor displacement it is.
Fuel critical.
You can almost put that on a piston, raise it up.
It would save me having to use quite as much length, so yeah.
And that way you could get a you can get a taller one if you needed.
It's kind of more about getting that rotor away from the back of the vessel.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this may be something to think about trying here.
What, a Robin Reliant? What, a Robin Reliant spacecraft?
Yes. Now, if we do this, though, we can actually dial in the thrust using the override to balance out the thrust from the other direction.
As long as the fuel lasts.
As long as the fuel lasts. It's a learning process.
Okay, so someone's going to need to definitely sit on the controls for that.
Yeah, I've got those mapped to the pilot seat. That way I figure I can dial it plus and minus as I'm trying to fly.
Mm-hmm. All right, and
But you should probably map it too. Just that way, if I'm too busy trying to torque around, I can ask for more or less.
let's see. Well, their concern is I need to figure out whether we're going to jettison that with the SRBs or whether we're going to hang on to it to try to counteract, or well, actually not counteract, but balance out the thrust from the fuel tank.
I would say that we ought to hang on to it as long as it has fuel.
Okay, so I need to find that bolt, pop, take it out of the group. Reset no longer includes Robin top. And that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Waste is probably totally right with the 4 solid rockets in a square
In a central
configuration,
column
so you
payload,
can,
yep.
so you can just whatever cargo you want between them. But
Yeah, I mean, it's the same sort of problem with trying to launch the General B to orbit, basically. Reset is maintained. And
Fuel critical.
that's
Nice.
on.
Nice. Extending the pistons.
That works out really well.
Fuel critical.
And set. I think I got the staging figured out.
all right,
I'm not going to have enough room for override, though.
that's okay. I can do it. I think.
All right.
Fuel critical.
Matter of fact, go ahead and double check me. I want to make sure that that's actually working. So H2 generator for our top is on. The thruster should be on.
Currently, yep. That whole pod is on.
And then I'm going to throttle up
Yep. Hitting throttle on the back edge
and
only.
throttling down.
Yep. That's working.
Okay.
All right. Filled and good to go.
Cool. Okay. We ready to try this again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, taking another blueprint.
I already got one.
Taking
copied
another
off elsewhere.
copy.
Ooh.
I think we're ready to try this again, gentlemen. Maybe.
I am in position.
I'm thinking, let's see. What's full thrust on this sucker? 480. So I was thinking maybe start off at 240. Half thrust. See where that goes.
Yep. Check there. Who's on? Okay, I've got those all controlled.
It's almost a trim control.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so booster ignition, clear the. That's gonna be main engine. Booster unlock. All right. That's as good as it's gonna get.
Yep. All right. You have control.
I have control.
Let me
Yeah,
know
I
when
got
you're
it.
able to take off.
Oh crap. All right.
So if you'll hop out real
Here.
quick, I'll take over piloting.
Yeah, I think because you're going to have a better sense of the whatchamacallit, the engine needs.
Okay.
All right. Back in.
We are ready.
Third time's the charm.
Yep. Let me know when crew is in and ready.
I'm in and ready.
What's
Standing by.
2 seconds? Why is this version totally broken?
What on what?
Yeah. Like,
How?
all the rotors and everything have decided to reset which positions they're in. Oh, fuck.
Fuel critical.
I believe the word you're looking for is game.
Fuel critical.
It's got to be something to do with, like, the adding and removing of extra rotors or extra cockpits or something, because the one on my
Fuel
clipboard
critical.
is fine still. But the one I modified... Oh,
What about this one? Oh,
oh that's just an
That is
upside down version I was
upside
using
down.
at one point.
no, that's when I just pasted in.
Oh, okay.
Somehow changing the number of subgrids or control points causes the block to reset.
I don't know.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
It might have
that
been
one's
those. Yeah, okay. Thank you, whoever that was. Who was it? Storm Herald. Fucking legend. Thank you, dude. Because my lights on the front were blocking it.
Oh.
Okay.
But that's cool, because that means that this does actually fold up around the central so I can open. And as we open, raise up the vision.
We might be able to adjust the. Probably easier just to inset the spotlights on the front.
I will be right back.
Your batteries are dead.
I'm not surprised.
Fuel
Still?
critical.
I can stay there? Right, okay. Launch out. Gonna do one launch and then it's all hands on deck to get the rover built into one of our missiles so that we can rockets so that we can yeah, probably more accurate, but anyway. So that we can attempt to fire ourselves towards the moon tonight, because I reckon with the rover done it shouldn't be too hard to make a little capsule to hold it.
Okay. Let me know when everybody's in. I'm gonna have to wait on Farrell to get back because he's the staging man.
Staging is ready.
Ready? Pilot's ready. Crew ready.
No.
I'm ready.
You're not ready?
Well, I'm ready, but yeah, I'm
Okay.
in. Let's put it that way. How
Launching
about
in
that?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Nope. Need more. Need more. Okay, we flipped one direction and then the other.
That's entirely based upon which way around you're pacing it in. We are consistently flipping the opposite directions of the SRBs.
Well, at least it survived this time.
You've got a pole left. Detach that as well, and you've got a thruster on your head. Or do you plan to use that?
No, that should have actually detached.
Oh, well, still there.
That's very vexing.
Accident.
So we flipped over one direction, now we're flipping back over the other direction.
Okay, space engineers, if you say so.
That's set up properly. Bolt.
So we need more thrust, is that how you read that? Since we flipped back this direction?
But you need considerably more thrust on that backside.
Well, that was half thrust.
Fuel low.
All right, Barrow, let's just get this lighted and see what we can get.
Fuel critical.
All right, if you're in, closing doors.
Whoa, not in
And-
yet. Got over here. Alright, closing doors, fixing hotbar real quick.
All right.
Bolts are armed, and set to one for those. Okay, standing by.
Fire when ready.
Alright, main engines. Firing boosters and gears.
Oh. Your top thrusters are not on.
Next,
No?
you get those.
It doesn't look like it.
Ooh, she's a wild ride.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can counter that with a roll.
Yeah, top thruster is not on.
Okay, that needs to be manually done then, I guess.
Oh, the H2 is off.
Here's the problem.
Oh, there we go. Kinda.
Boosters are done, right? Oh, they're
Nope.
still on. Okay.
I have no idea where I'm facing though, horizon wise. Oh, I'm not flying. That's
Yeah,
why.
I am.
Okay.
Okay, booster separation now.
Oh.
Nope.
It
It
dropped
all
everything.
separated, including
Alright.
the cockpit.
Having fun up there.
Oh. Yeah, we lost Tex.
We got much further off the launch pad that time. I'm gonna call that a qualified success.
At this point, we are topping out just about the same height I got when I tested the SRBs in the first place. So that's not too bad. I mean, at least this time that the Reliant made it as far as it could.
How come my seat exploded? Did you put an explosive bolt on it?
No, in fact, the bolt that's under it for SRB step didn't go off. Now it just did. I guess
Yeah,
you
just-
figured that with the spacebar.
Yep, manually.
Okay, yeah, I still had that one on my bar at least. We're also missing a wing too, or a good chunk of one. She is. I was gonna say gliding, but we're losing altitude way too fast for that big glide.
It's gliding like a rock.
Yeah. I can't even see the ground because of the fog.
That's because we launched at night.
Yeah. Alright. Peter, that's... We're at currently.
So how did we lose everything at once?
I have no idea.
I need to see the replay on that one.
The bolt that I hit for that was the SRB separation bolt. Bolt for the tanks wasn't until much further on.
I think maybe you had a group with all the bolts.
Nope. I definitely did not. I've been doing my best to keep those separate.
He had a grip with all the bolts, he had it here first. Confirmed. He's sounding shifty. That's always the clear sound.
I'm clearly infected.
Damn right.
Okay, hang on. There we go. Now we got the wind under, or the air under us.
Good lord, how many of those do you have pasted in? Good night. Oh, you've
one
taken
for
a
every
copy of
launch
each
time.
one. No wonder it's slowing down.
Yeah, she's actually flying pretty well up here.
I feel like that was actually a fairly sound design. I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm not willing to put that quite down to the rocket this time.
I think it would have been better had the top thrusters actually fired.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Definitely.
Yeah. Because it once you turn that generator on, it flew pretty much straight. Well, straight as this thing's gonna fly.
Yeah, for something this unwieldy. Okay, we're in. That's it. Express route back home.
Fuel critical.
Oh, all the signal spam there.
Critical.
Yeah, we almost hit mine on the way up. We came within like 300 meters of it.
Yeah, if it weren't for that missing chunk of the wing, I think we'd be in pretty good shape there. Got a little bit of a pull to the right because of this.
Critical.
Oh, come on. Just get it.
Fuel critical.
Kind of upside down. Is that intentional?
What intentional?
Oh, I didn't know if you're working on the bottom or if it managed to flip it over.
Oh no, it flipped itself over. I've added some batteries and solar panels into a silly place.
Come on, Vector. Come around.
Okay, that scared me for a second until I remembered that there's a reason for that. A reason that can be easily fixed. Hey, look at it coming time.
I can't believe you landed this thing.
Oh.
What are you
Okay,
doing?
I saw the direction the ground is
re-entry
moving.
portion
Yeah.
works. Perfect.
I didn't think it was going to land. It wasn't until I saw the ground moving. It's like, okay, yep, our vector's that way. Yeah, she doesn't drive that bad either.
Okay, I updated your group to have all the hydrogen generators.
Yeah, it should have had them already. Maybe it was a
Don't
modification
know
they
to tell
made
you.
before we copied it. It's like driving through some sort of strange, weird forest out back behind the aircraft hangar right now.
Ship fuel critical.
All sorts of
All right.
strange.
I'd like one more. I'd like one more launch with it actually with all the thrusters on and everything.
Fuel critical.
Tonight on Space Engineers, Texfire launches. I thought I'd just leave it there.
Again.
Just Texfire launches.
Takes fire rides again.
Hey, we got really close.
Mm-hmm.
Close to what?
Closer.
Close to what, though? What are you getting close to, Texfire?
Close to not flipping over and crashing. They actually landed that one.
Ship fuel critical.
In fact, here I come.
Ship fuel critical.
All right, come on, Farrell. Let's do this.
Almost there.
Burning daylight. Speaking of which,
Oh,
could we
we're
get a
not
little
burning
daylight? That would actually help.
Fuel
Burning
Uh,
moonlight.
Sorry, that sort of thing comes at a premium these days, Mr. Texfire. So it all really depends on what you're willing to pay. What is a little daylight worth to you?
Oh, I don't know.
There. And back again, safely on the planet. With 50% of its growth.
Congratulations.
I don't know, that... I think probably what happened was... It wasn't the SRB. No way that would have dinged into that. The amount of vehicle separation we've got, I really wouldn't have expected anything to smash into it. Alright.
Okay, all the
Again.
HT gens are in one group called HT Gen, and they are all off.
Okay, H2 Gen, confirm.
Ship fuel low.
That was everything in the SRB SEP group, like for some reason.
No fuel.
That
No fuel.
aha, SRB SEP save. Trade the top into it. Heat. So it was the top explosive bolt that went.
No, the
Somehow
top
flipped everything.
shouldn't go with the SRBs.
Well,
on its
it
own.
did. It potentially did on that launch, but it also
Oh, it did.
somehow.
Critical.
I guess we must have hit when the top part of it came off. Right above you is the tank.
Yep.
Okay. I'm back in.
Fuel critical.
All right.
I might as well.
Launch and
Hey, Fenrir, cheers, man.
are the doors closed?
No fuel.
They are now.
All right. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
I'm in control.
Yeah, well. Control,
Kind of,
in
yeah.
inverted commas.
Well, just tell me I'm still pointing straight up at least. Somewhat.
You're straight up-ish.
Straight up, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we'll give
I'm
you
gonna
that.
give you a little more up thrust. Thrust on the top
Please.
thruster.
Because I'm countering quite a bit here. There you go.
How's that?
Good.
No fuel.
Okay, so next time 456 kilonewtons seems to be a good sweet spot.
Yeah,
All right, that's
I'm
full
still-
thrust.
Still doing a little bit of correction, but it's not as bad.
Fuel critical.
Hey, look at that. SRBs are burned out. Go for SRB SEP.
SRB
No, they're still there.
SEP.
Nope. Are they?
They're still burning. Yeah, on my screen they are.
No, never mind. You're right.
Okay.
Heat level is rising.
No fuel.
That's okay.
Go
That's
for
normal.
gravity turn.
Yeah, right. to go whichever way I can get this thing to go. Dropping SRBs.
Yep, lost the rest of it.
Okay. Going for main engines.
Hmm.
Fuel.
Oh,
All
we
right.
definitely increased
lose
altitude.
lose the top thruster.
Jettisoned. Not working. The one with the thing set wrong. There we go.
There we go. Got it.
Fuel critical.
The engines are out of ice. We have some of the.
Hey guys, we made 27,000.
Mm-hmm.
Totally confirmed. And we have a whole robin left.
I have no actual confirmation of having thrust right now, but we
No,
have
you
ice
don't.
on board.
Oh, do we have ice on board?
Yeah, we do.
The RCS is thrusting, but the rear thrusters are not.
Yeah, they're on. The H2 say they're on too, though.
They're grayed out. Oh wait, hang on.
OMS thrusters are indeed on.
Where's
H2
Rethinking?
generator is on.
Six gravity. Speed is dropping slowly.
We have reached a high altitude of 40,000 meters.
I'm turning down main gyro to 70%. That's
42,000.
so basically we've made a suborbital plane now.
Hey, you gotta go suborbital before you can go for orbit. I'll be damned. It actually worked. That's for you, Top Gear. $47,000.
No fuel.
Just to stop the wheel noise, let's put the parking brake on.
They all of a sudden I got wheel noise.
Yeah, it is. Parking brake on or off, doesn't care. That trajectory look like right now? We're pointing more in that direction.
How the hell am I supposed to attach these in a way that works? Because that's the way around they need to be.
There we go.
I think the answer is should have thought about it beforehand.
Still climbing.
No.
51,000 meters, almost 52.
Yep. The as nice as it is to see the moon out there, we are definitely going to start losing altitude pretty soon. Speed's dropping.
So, I mean, if we hadn't lost our main fuel tank stage, totally would have worked.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know why we quite lost that.
Yeah, neither do I. Something's weird
We,
with the.
we may need a
separation
little
there.
more standoff on the SRBs. I wonder if they're colliding with it. Definitely looked like that
Yeah.
on my screen.
Yeah, the SRBs took a good chunk of the fuel tank at least.
All right. Looks
gonna
like
click
we're
on all
about
of
to
it.
reach our apex. We're passing 54,000 meters, and we are falling. That's the altitude,
Yep.
boys. 54,000 meters.
No fuel.
Now, let's see. We'll be coming down. Oh, this is going to be an interesting landing. Okay.
Can we glide it all the way back to KSP?
Does not seem likely on the trajectory we're on. This craft does not respond pretty well, and by the time it's going to get enough air on it to catch the wings, we're probably either going to have burned up or have actually not, because we got an extra wing this time. Maybe we can. I'll try for it.
No
Can depend on how shallow we hit the atmosphere.
Oh man, you know, Grot has a good point though. Can't really agree that the Reliant Robin is truly space-worthy until the Stig takes it for a drive around the test track in his reasonably priced space vehicle.
Patrick, mate, that's hella generous,
I'm
dude.
willing to bet, since
Hey,
none
Wasting
of us
Crew,
are
just want to say thanks.
actually-
You've all helped me get through one of the darkest times of my life, and last year I pulled
Since
a
Mr.
180.
Space is
No
not
small
up here, I
party.
suspect this is a climate
Dude,
we're
I
seeing,
struggle
or
to believe that every
there's some
time
weird
I hear it.
disconnect between
Because
the,
honestly,
ice cargo
I
container
don't
and-
understand how I can possibly have
Still
that sort of
there.
impact. And that's not
I'm
to
wondering if someone got out and manually picked it up
belittle
and
anything.
actually get a little
That's
bit less out of it.
mostly from my own
Yeah,
perspective,
those are
struggling to
small
comprehend.
hard containers.
But if there's any small way in which me or the guys can help out, you can be absolutely
And
certain
I'm
that
able
we
to
are
drag to the
proud to
HQ.
do so.
fuel.
And if
So
that
I don't
opportunity
think it's
comes
actually
round,
there.
then fucking awesome. Thank you very much, man. Seriously.
Fuel critical.
You know, it's serious flying time when Mr. Farrell has disconnected the Xbox controller.
Okay, so I don't know if it's KSP related or whatever, but the science thing, this pressure barometer, is insanely heavy.
Is it crushing your spider?
Like enough to bring with a single block the front end of the ship down to the point where the rotors can't do it anymore.
Oh wow.
No fuel.
All right, boys. Well,
You still got this weird hole.
sounds like your journey is going well. I think I have a rover ready to head.
No fuel.
I'm also curious as to why it keeps shifting control of the grid when we're using the explosive bolts.
Well, that wasn't even the explosive bolt. The second I unlocked the ground, it suddenly thrust me in control. So just
Oh,
the fact
were
that
you in
the
control
dynamo
the
boosters-
entire launch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's been part of the problem, is I haven't been realizing that stuff's been passing back and forth. But yeah, as soon as I ignite the SRBs and or the gear, drop the gears, because I do both at the same time, that's what's somehow throwing it.
Man, I am so in love with how well
No fuel.
that rotor wheel script works and enables like interesting designs. Not that long ago, you would have not believed a design like this really possible, let alone something that you could assemble quite quickly. And
Question is
certainly
gonna be-
not be functional at the end of it.
No fuel.
I wonder what point in the atmosphere we're actually going to start getting lift off these wings.
Not for quite a ways. I don't think we really bit into them the last time until around 6,000 meters.
Oh, still 6,000, huh?
Yeah. And it's going to be the question of whether we'll actually
No
have
fuel.
things left by the time we get to that point.
We don't have any heating right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're only, you know, re-entering past 15,000 meters at 630 meters per second.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Well,
No fuel.
Whoa. Okay, now she's acting wonky. That's the wind kicking in. Because the second that happened, that was the wind direction. So I need to turn the gyro authority back up. Somehow we actually
we've
just
got a
beat
lake
it.
down there.
I'm gonna see if I can glide it. Well, probably not actually.
Cheers, Grotty.
Actually made it through the heat interface there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's
No fuel.
direction of travel is that direction.
No fuel.
Yeah, I think I am gonna have to put down that lake.
No fuel.
I don't think it's the hill climber the spider is. but it definitely
No
works.
fuel. No fuel.
And again, I think 30 kilometers away.
I don't know. I
Probably
was
do it.
had my head off. I was taking beauty shot.
We're 30 kilometers away. I'm gonna try for it.
May as well. Seem to be keeping our
No
speed
fuel.
decently well.
Don't ever say anything like that. You know better.
Yeah, I mean, we are effectively
No fuel.
very much a flying brick right now.
Hmm.
At altitude for speed at this
Have I
point.
mentioned lately how much I love though these wheel or the RCS blocks? They're obviously trying, and they're obviously not able to really do much directional control. But if we were in orbit, it would be working enough.
Mm-hmm.
No fuel.
Actually, they are.
We could put some atmo thrusters on the wings and just have a little bit of flying authority.
No, actually, those RCS thrusters, when I turn the damps off, I'm getting a little bit here, actually. Either that or I'm getting bite off the wings, but that's better at this point. I'm able to actually maintain
that's
our
RCS
rate of
off.
descent. Yeah,
And
now
that's
our speed's
RCS
dropping.
on.
And now it's dropping less and starting to catch up a bit. Not the same rate of descent.
Hmm.
Yeah, they are
No
still helping at this
fuel.
point. At some point we're going to go into a stall here.
We could just get over the mountain.
Yeah. Don't
There
think we
it
are.
Fuel critical.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We will be landing at our lake destination very shortly. Perhaps with a little bit less authority over vehicle control that we'd like. I'd like to remind everyone to please return your seats and tray tables to their upright positions. And don't forget to stow away any articles that you may have taken out during our flight in the overhead bins, also conveniently known as outside the door. Realize you have a choice in who you fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying Fairlander today.
Wait, I had a choice.
Oh, yeah, you could strap yourself to a booster and just go up on that.
You guys gonna come down and join me at some point?
Yeah,
Well, we're
yeah.
working on it.
We're still
40 meters
landing
up.
or crashing. We haven't figured out which one.
Both?
Yeah,
It's a controlled crash.
we're at a fairly fixed 98 meters a second and losing altitude slowly. We're heading for the alternate airfield
I can help that.
/ don't do that, please.
Oh no.
Let's crash it on our own.
Yeah, it's not so much we're losing altitude. I'm trying to stay with it. With the terrain flow here. I think if I can just raise the top of the trees there, I can put down that lake
Yep.
easily.
No, I think you got it. I like this approach.
Okay, parking brakes are off. We are locked and welded. So that definitely affected the handling, taking the parking brake off.
Okay, I'll run the brake. It's on.
No, we're good. Go ahead and keep it off. It was because I was on thrust, still with the RCS.
All right,
All right, let's put her down.
making our final approach.
Still can't see you. You coming in? No,
We're not-
you said, yeah, okay. Alternate
Yeah.
landing field. Roger.
Mm-hmm.
AKA
we're
somewhere
still
else.
15 kilometers out.
Can you give me a GPS?
Oh,
I'm out.
Oh,
We're
landing
landing
control again.
Wanted.
Nope, and
There's
I'm
no
out.
wheels. There's no wheels left anyway,
GPS.
so...
I survived.
Yeah, you know, anyone that we can walk away from.
Yeah. Space Force attack.
We did it.
Yeah, the wheels just couldn't take that kind of
Yeah, no, that kind of
landing,
approach
unfortunately.
speed.
Well, the speed wasn't too bad. It was just the angle and the fact that these wheels like to grab the voxels anyways. I think that's probably what happened. Because the back wheel here is still intact. The suspension's still there, but the wheel's not.
Well, the front suspension is there too.
Yeah, so I think it did the same thing that it's done before with us, and the wheels face into the voxels, and boom, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But, you know, ain't there and back.
Hey, we walked away from it.
Mm-hmm. Even if only because we're set indestructible.
No, I think we
Or
might have
creative
actually survived that one.
Mm. Space Force
Look.
certainly did.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that came off was that bit.
the RCS tree even survived. It's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just a gyro loose in the middle. And some ice.
Yeah, cargo containers. That was probably the thing that really screwed it up, was when the loose cargo running around inside.
Okay, guys, line up.
You're getting on the workshop when it's finished. I need to add one more change, which is you see all of these
Pretty
four
crash you
outriggers?
can walk away
They
from.
need to move in the other axis as well.
I don't see text on my screen. Like I see your GPS.
He's to the left of me right now.
Yeah, but he's down in the ice.
Yeah, multiplayer's wonky thing again.
Nope, no, don't do it.
Yeah, there he is.
I'm lining up a screenshot. Asshole. Okay. Cheat to your right. Look to your right. Your other right barrel. There you go. There we go. The right stuff. Okay. Okay, Mr. Space.
Alrighty.
Shall we go to space?
He's actually heading towards us right now.
I suspect a battle spider will do poorly because it'll take one look at the rotors attached to this thing and it'll fall apart. You just glance in its direction, it just goes, nah, alright, I'm not up for this. Blech. Falls over and like crabs up like the spiders do.
Alright, which one of these spiders is the working prototype?
Are you back at base?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They killed themselves and went back to base. I'm still over here.
Oh, well, I didn't know that we had a rescue mission coming.
I was just vaguely seeing how fast I could do it in the spider, to be honest. I have yet to try this thing at 100 meters a second and can confirm it maintains 100 meters a second on the flat at least. In a pretty controllable manner. You can drive it like this. But no, I'll meet you back at base.
Oh, I see why the barometers weigh so much. It's
There's like so
got
many
like
parts, it's ridiculous.
80, yeah. Yeah, like 80 steel plates.
Yeah, the rotors will potentially mean that it's about as vicious as it could be, because it will launch its wheels at any targets. Maybe that's the answer. They'll never see it come. Oh, I'm sorry, Fenrir. I've turned around. I'll say it when I get the other end.
So I think we've actually proved that you could indeed launch a Reliant Robin.
But if you really, really want to and you're not concerned about any other factors, yeah.
You know.
You have to concentrate a bit when driving it, I've got to be honest. It grabs the ground at times in a way that you really don't expect. But I've been doing above 70 meters a second for about the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. Consistently. He says losing focus and doing the next level. I don't know even what you call that. It's one of them.
Okay, there's just a floating wasted body over here that I can grind.
Grind it. Oh, I eventually hit a tree. Damn it.
But obviously you're not here.
Soon.
Oh, it's doing the, you see the ghost of the person who's not actually here anymore thing?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me reconnect.
Okay, that is now my new favorite thing to do. You have to catch it just right, apparently. Come on. There it is. You can drive the spider around where it's kind of literally just running on one of its outriggers because it's so leant over that the only thing that's keeping it held upright is the outrigger. And that is the way to do things, apparently. Oh yeah. Although if you lose contact with the ground, things go badly. Yeah.
Fuel
Now,
critical.
in before, I paste this in, and it drives better than it did before it lost all the parts. Because we've now developed the micro version. It's got no power.
Fuel critical.
First you had the spider pod, now you have the spider pod mini. Okay, so that helps.
Yep, looks like they fixed the ghost issue.
Oh Jesus, no gyros now. Flail, little beast, flail. That's right, wave your arms around. That'll help. Okay, so, yeah, in the end, the thing that needs to change on this is, if you can imagine these same arms. Sorry.
Ooh, that caused a bit of rubber banding there.
Blueprint. Now, I've got these attached in the wrong places, but yeah. This is eventually the plan. You can see how, in reality, I need to adjust the positioning of these rotors to make them work. But the idea is... Oh, hang on, I know the problem. Yeah, you see, it works perfectly.
Getting close to that time.
Fuel critical.
Having just seen the replay,
I'm abandoning that for the time being. I think I need to redesign that in order to work like I think. Yes. Yes. I also, actually no, I'm not abandoning it, I'm deleting it because I can feel that the sim speed is probably not particularly appreciative of that.
In
it has been chugging a
device.
little bit here and there. Yep.
we may or may not have invented a Duna rotor there, but you definitely invented the intergalactic bendy arms salesman device.
Yeah, I do. Wacky waving inflatable arm. Ah, damn it. I used to know it.
Intergalactic proton-powered robot tentacle advertising droids.
Yeah, what he said.
Ah. Well, I deleted it and didn't help that much, to be fair.
Oh.
Well, I'd say we had some important proof of concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Collapso rover is ready to be launched as well.
Yeah, so we've got a rover that we can take with us, and we have the lessons learned from the shuttle. At this point, I believe.
No, this is not the right version of Collapso rover. Go away. In fact, let me go and delete some more versions of it.
Yeah, I cleared up a bunch of the Reliance other than the really
one that we know
picturesque
works.
ones. Well, like the one over here in its whole foxhole, that could be left.
Oh.
Ah, whoa, that's a rubber band.
Oh fuck
Alright.
no!
Blueprint.
No!
Do you not have... Oh.
You crashed the game.
No, I exited the game because I deleted my backup of that rover. Because apparently I didn't have a blueprint of it.
Grot saying that your good one exploded.
And Space Engineers is saying it hasn't taken a save game since
Right, when you say we had no landing this
4 hours,
episode,
4.5
Yeah,
hours ago.
we had a mostly land, and then we had a proper land.
Yeah.
There is a Reliant Robin over there that went up. Yes, didn't go quite up into space, but it made it back and landed fine.
Made it up over 45,000 meters without the main fuel tank.
Mm-hmm.
Totally would have gone all the way to space if it hadn't had a slight bobble in the launch.
Now, I think the problem there, and I'm incorporating it into the orbiter prototype I'm working on over by the hangar, is I think it's the separation blocks on it, and really just the whole thing needs to be separation bolt, explosive bolt, all the connections, so you don't have any subgrids in it. So that way when you blow it, it blows all of it up instead of having potentially chunks sticking out of it. I think that's what doomed the other one. Just grids flying in it. Ironically enough, it really is kind of like what brought down Columbia.
Well, I mean, all the ridiculousness of doing it with the Robin, I think we actually learned a lot of good stuff about how to build a shuttle system.
Many things have been learned tonight. Well, as the reminder, don't count on the plane part landing gear to actually make it down in one piece. I think we kind of knew that one.
And don't count on Space Engineers autosave to actually autosave.
No. We said nothing about going back to the moon today. Did it actually just leave us in...
Yeah. Space Engineers legit did not take an autosave for 4.5 hours.
Oh, you're
Despite
kidding
the
me.
fact that I've double checked that autosave is 100% on.
Oh boy.
Definitely using the right folder as well. That's double checking using Windows file modification dates. Space Engineers with autosave on has just decided it's not going to save for 4.5 hours.
Yeah, because the scaffolding's back in the VAV.
I mean, I have
an early blueprint before I built the I don't know, the camera rig and all the other stuff on it. So I
I've
have,
got
I have
the
an
one where
early
you-
version.
I have
Got one not long after that version,
a very old blueprint of the Reliant Robin.
where the wheels are all messed up on it. What in the world's going on?
Yeah, I think Storm Herald's nailed that one. That's a kick in the teeth. It's
Yeah.
basically what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I've got that one.
So while I might have had a bit of vibe to continue longer than we might normally have, you know, ignore that 4-hour limit, I have to say, I think that might have just spelled the end of that particular idea, because I'm not down for extending just to rebuild everything again.
Mm-hmm.
Space engineers, why you do this? I mean, I've learned that the rotor wheels, like in this particular setup, really require the craft to be quite light. It worked much better in this configuration than it did in its later one. But,
Yeah.
ouch. Yeah, the
something weird
13
going on.
pre-lunar clang kind of win. I mean, technically not clang, but I'll give it to you.
Well, heartbreak ending, but I actually had a lot of fun doing that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've had some fun
really,
tonight.
I'm really into your design on the folding thing. That's just ingenious.
It's interesting, and the fact that it can do this is just encouraging me to play more with rotors and suspension setups and so on. Now we can do that, because you should not be able to do that and have your wheels mostly maintain on the ground, you know.
Right.
That seems a bit...
Well, I mean, when you look at it from a design standpoint, putting those wheels that close together, no. You don't do that in Space Engineers.
Mhm.
They don't work. But they do.
Well, it's the same with the Lumen Spider, the original Spider, you know? It's like some of the angles that that's doing with the wheels I've never been able to pull off before, and this time round it's fine with it. So I think the sort of wide profile is not bad either. Hey, you took it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was about as wide as it was as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys. It's been fun. Unfortunately, we had to end that way, but it is what it is. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button for me. Make sure to go down into the video description and check out my fine fellas, Mr. Farrell and Mr. Spacebar. And if you really have to, he's not linked there, but you can Google search Dexfire and continue towards the search for 10k subs. But don't do that. You should really just go and sub to
No,
Farrell.
I think what they should do is they should go to the Armco Discord and they should
good
enlist
shout.
there if they're not already there.
Good shout.
And
I
then
like it.
and then they'll actually be notified of all the things that all of us
Of
do.
all the things that happen, even Twitch.
Even things that
and-
I do
yeah.
with other people who we're not going to mention by name.
Yeah, but why would we mention him, to be honest?
He
just lets us
gives
all
enough
down,
exposure
Tex,
as it is, right?
He lets us all down, Tex. He does that. He abandons series. Yep. I'm going to go there at the end.
Well, you know where I'm going to go at the end? I really appreciate everybody
bed.
showing up. You guys are an awesome audience, and I really enjoy looking over at Chad and watching some of the ridiculous rabbit holes you guys go down.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite entertaining. So, thanks for being awesome, guys, and thanks for showing up.
More power! Ooh, power sliding it. That's the answer.
Kerbal drift.
So you roll it.
Oh. Oh.
No, that's it. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec. Like a crab. No.
Like a crab in a trap.
I think that's perfect. We'll just leave it
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
Activate
parking.
fold.
Spark.
Crab in a pot.
Oh no.
That is the creepiest.
I'm sure this will end
thing.
fine.
Well, at least we're protected.
Yeah, we can roll down safely now. Drive, drive, drive!
That's a voxel right by my head there. I've really wedged it. Look up.
Can
I mean, literally in your seat, just look straight up and you'll see where you got the wheels planted right now. Either side of a sharp voxel blade.
It's been a pleasure. As it always is. We'll see you folks for the next one. Whatever that might be. It might even be tomorrow. For a thing we don't talk about.
With a guy that we're not going to.
Yeah, for a guy that we're not going to mention.
Yeah. But y'all come back here.
On the right way up now.